Welcome. This video is about shortcuts in Eclipse, and I will show you some shortcuts in Eclipse, and I will also try not to use my mouse in this video, only navigate through my code with the keyboard. So the first shortcut is selecting words. I press Control and left right so I can jump through different words right now. Okay, pretty easy. Next one is jump to the end of the line with the end button on your keyboard, or to the start of a line with the home button. It had actually two home locations for each line. Next one is selecting text. You press Shift and navigate through a code with left right, or with up down, or with end or beginning. So if you want to select the whole line, you go to the beginning, press Shift and End, and you have the whole line selected. Next one is select all, is Control A. And next one is deletion of a row. You go to the row and hit Control D. Okay. You can also select some lines, hit Control D. Next one is move a selection. Let's select a line and we move it up, so I press Alt and up down, so I can move this line through my code, or I can select more lines. Okay, next one is find and replace. So you hit Control and F, and here you can find a string, for example 1, and there it is. It's the only location in my code. And the next one is correct indentation. For example, delete this rows. If I want to move it to the right side, I hit Control I. This also works with more than one line. Control I. Okay, format code. This is, for example, if you have created an if statement, if true, and then you braces here, and this out statement here, and this here. So if you want to correct your code, you select it and hit Control, Shift and F. So now it looks much better. Next one is fix your code with Control 1. For example, if you have a typo in your text, let's say you write print n instead of print ln, then you say Control 1 and change it to print line. Also, you can create methods like this. For example, you have an integer variable and a method which does not yet exist, with a parameter, a string, text, and this gives you an error, so you say Control 1 and create method, and it creates a method for you here. It has a parameter string and the name is a method and the return value is integer. Okay. And toggle comments. For example, if you want to comment that line, you say Control 7 or Control slash. Okay. And Control 7 again. To complete your code, for example, you want to create a for loop, you write for, and then you hit Control space, and you can now choose if you want to iterate over an array or over a collection. Let's say iterate over an array. Okay. Or you can say sys O, for example, and this is this leads only to this statement because this is only the option the compiler gives you. When you write sys, you have some different. You have sys out, So the 4 letters sys O always leads to Z. Sys error leads to Z, so sys E should lead to Z as well. Let's check this. Sys E, control space. Oh no, you have 2 options here. Okay. So the quickest way to create a print out statement, print line statement, is just sys O and control space. Okay. To duplicate a row, you hit Control Alt and up and down. Okay, for example, up. Okay. Undo redo is done with Control Z or Control Y. Okay. Copy paste, of course you know that, but still I mention it. You select the text and hit Control C for copy and Control V for paste, or you select something and Control X for to extract it or to cut it, and Control V to paste it. Next one is extract a local variable. Okay, you create a variable text, then you go over it and hit Control Shift L, and it asks you how to call this variable. So let's say R1, and then it creates this variable for you. And the last one is save. So save your document is Shift S, Control S, and if you want to save all your documents, when you have more documents opened here in this line, you hit Control Shift S. Okay, so that's it. And one last shortcut is Control V, Control W to close the window. Okay, thank you. Bye.